Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bolton Fan TV podcast. I'm back, we're back. January is where we are a bit more consistent, put it that way. I'm joined with Tyler, as you can see. And also, if you are watching on YouTube, because we do that now, if you're listening on Spotify or any of the other podcast platforms, we're now on YouTube. So hello, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. And also, if you are on Spotify or a podcast site, then do give us a 5-star rating if there is a rating system. Today we have got, well, it's that time of year again. All the speculation, all of the upset when it doesn't happen, or delight if it does happen, or confusion on my part if you don't know who the hell the players are.
True.
Let's kick it off. Who do you reckon we're going to be bringing in?
Hopefully, Kieran Lee by end of today.
The stuff I've seen, I don't know if it's going to happen. Kieran Lee, if anybody listening or watching doesn't know, has apparently been on trial with us for a few weeks, maybe even a couple of months. That might be stretching it, but I don't know. He's literally one of them players I never heard of, I'll be honest. That's literally half of Bolton right now. When they all first came in, no idea who they were, apart from Delfonso. Another one is Nathan Bishop. I almost said Kate Bishop then, but that's different. Nathan Bishop.
My keeper, yeah.
Yeah, Man United keeper. Tyler has frozen on screen, but it's fine. I assume it will refresh. There we go. He just slowly blinked on my screen. Love that.
You've frozen for
This is going well. I think it's delayed as well. So it makes it even worse. Are we back?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we're fine. Like we said, Nathan Bishop from United. This is hella delayed. Oh my God. Again, he's a player that I've not seen anything of.
I haven't either.
Didn't even know he existed, to be quite honest. What are your thoughts on us bringing in Bishop?
I think it will be good for him because it's a new experience in the league because it's League 2. Plus, he is from a Premier League side, so he's not going to get played as much because the likes of De Gea, Lee Grant and Dean Henderson. So if we get him on loan, playing some smaller club games, give him experience and then swap with Jilks, see what he can do. Then he can learn from Jilks, who's got experience in different leagues. Then he can just go back to United and learn from different clubs.
I agree. Again, I've not seen anything of him, but I know for a fact he's not playing for the first team. So, we did say the same thing about Krellin, and that didn't turn out good. So
he's gone back Fleetwood, hasn't he?
Rumours that he has, but I don't think we've not confirmed anything. So I don't know. I assume he has. Apparently, as well, we are supposed to be having another departure either today or at some point in January.
There is speculation that it could be Tom White.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It's reported that it is going to be Tom White, but it's Bolton. You never know. You never know. Tyler's actually made notes, so he's going to be kind of driving me through this episode because I'm lost already. What have you got written down, lad?
We was speculated that we were interested in Declan John of Swansea on a loan, but he has rejected us this morning. This morning, he has rejected us.
I saw something about Swansea rejecting us the other day, or did I just make that up?
It might have been the other day, but I might have seen it this morning. But
yeah, again, player I know nothing about. I'm useless at this. Like when it comes to anywhere below Championship, probably not going to know. Even if they play for Bolton.
You should know who this is. Charlie Good for
I know who that is.
Northampton.
It's the stupidest reason why I know who he is. It's because he had his team of the season
FIFA.
on the FIFA, lad. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't
We're
know.
interested in...
He looks all right, to be honest. I reckon he'd be a good fit at the back, for sure. Although I don't know why Taft isn't getting played. That's another topic.
Don't know why. I don't know, yeah. Why he's deciding to put Santos with Baptiste, where I'd give Taft a try with Santos, and then someone else with Taft. Like, do different pairing each week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why Baptiste is still getting his start, because quite frankly, he has been the worst defender we've had this season, in my opinion. He has been very good, don't get me wrong, but he is very inconsistent. I mean, I know Bolton as a team are inconsistent right now, but yeah, I don't know. There's times where he's literally just, I think I've said it on a podcast before, and he's literally just walking around and just, he's not in the game, which is obviously what you need from a defender. Yeah, I reckon Charlie Good would be good. I don't know if it'll happen.
I don't think it'll happen.
I doubt it'll happen, to be honest. I think one thing is confirmed, though. As we're recording this, nothing's been announced or anything. So it is Wednesday. I'm assuming this is going up the same day. It'll be on podcast sites the same day. Don't know about YouTube. But yeah, apparently there is supposed to be at least one loan signing by the end of today.
Yeah.
Multiple sources.
I think I might know.
Multiple sources have come out and said.
Sources have said Bishop, or someone that I was going to talk about then, Morgan Feeney of Everton.
Again,
young centre back.
Not a clue. It just goes straight over my head.
This is why Aaron calls me a nerd, because I know all the players.
Yeah, but I don't understand how. He knows literally everyone. But I mean, yeah, again, don't have a clue. But I'm just going to assume that it'll be a decent signing, because I mean, Ian Evatt, right?
Yeah.
I think Ian Evatt's proven that he can get the right players. It's just about getting them to play well together. Because, like, Doyle, amazing signing. If we keep supplying him the ball, he's going to keep getting goals, which we haven't done for the past couple of games. But, you know. Delfonso, again, he's an amazing goal scorer. He's an amazing player. Sarcevic, again, amazing player. Yeah, I mean, I could literally name half of the blooming squad right now, but we're just very inconsistent as a team. Yeah, Tyler's frozen again, but it's fine. No, he's back. He moves. It's fine. Right. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to be Bishop. It could even be Kieran Lee, but I think that looks more and more unlikely. But I mean, you never know. As I always say, it's Bolton Wanderers. You never know what's going to happen next. You know, 1 minute we're sat in 15th in the table, then we could jump up into the top 10 and then come straight back down again. That's happened. So, yeah. What else have you got, Tyler? Yeah. Anything?
Talking about the Blackpool link with Delfonso, Armand Ganagile, who has been heavily linked with Bolton, but I don't think it'll happen. But if it does happen, the link between them two could actually bring more goals and possibly more wins.
Again, don't know him. Do not have a clue. But, I mean, listen, if he's coming from Blackpool, did he actually play while Delfonso was there? I assume he would do, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's going to bring chemistry, and I think that will benefit us. Again, I feel like Doyle needs somebody like that, you know, or he just needs Sarcevic to keep giving him the ball, because our midfield does not give Doyle the ball enough, and it's quite stressful. All right, let's quickly talk about, we'll come back to transfers. It's inevitable.
Yeah. Let's
quickly talk about our upcoming game, and we'll also review our last game. I'll be honest, was our last game Tranmere? It wasn't, was it? No, it was Crawley.
Crawley.
Yeah. Crawl. I mean, that was just. Jeez, I feel like we should have won that. We should have beat them 6-0.
Stupid tackle in the 94th minute, or stupid tackle.
I mean, yeah, we've had 2 blooming red cards in 2 games. It's great.
Key also went to Greenwich.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, the Kioso one, I did watch that and think, I don't think that's a foul. I mean, it's a foul, but I don't think it's a yellow card. You know, but I mean, is what it is. It happened. Greenwich, I'd not watched that. Greenwich, however you say his name.
Just a silly tackle.
Yeah, I haven't seen that because I've not even looked at the blooming highlights from the Crawley game, I'll be honest. Simply because it was only a 1-0, so to me that already says that it's a bit of a dull game. I know Sars hit the bar at one point. I think that was probably...
Yeah, Sars did, and Key also did before he got sent off.
See, I mean, I did watch Ian Everett's interview. I almost called it a press conference then. But watch his interview afterwards, and it just sounds like we should have hammered them. And we just didn't. And I don't really know what went wrong. What do you reckon went wrong?
He says that with many teams, like we should have hammered them. But it's just, he said, like he said before, it's the chemistry. No one's making decent runs and decent passes.
To be fair though, it goes back to what we said in the whether Ian Everett should be in or out, which that sparked up again, by the way. But I mean, yeah, it goes back to what we said in that. Like, the team still needs time to gel. Like, yeah, okay, we've had a few wins here and there. We've had a few draws. We've had many losses. But at the end of the day, it's just not clicking right now. It clicked for a little bit, and then for some reason, something's knocked them off course. Whether it's that postponed game, that could have affected our performance. Who knows? I mean, if anything, you think it'd benefit us because we're in training for a week. But, I mean, I don't know. It literally could be anything. Could quite literally be anything.
Could be. Could be anything.
So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but hopefully we can turn it around. I've forgotten who we've got this Saturday. I did have it in my head, and it's now gone. Tyler will know.
Exeter City. It's not this Saturday. It's next Tuesday. Is it next Tuesday?
Okay, right. Well, it shows how much I know. I thought it was Saturday. But yeah, next game, Exeter. Exeter, I feel like are doing all right this season.
10th.
Okay, so they're doing better than us. To be honest, though, I saw a lot of people complaining that we dropped to 15th. But I'll be honest, I'm not too mad at it. Obviously, I wish we were higher. At this stage, it's not massive, I don't think.
Well, we're all at 8 points off playoffs anyway, so it's easily done.
I mean, yeah, I said from the start of this season, I've said it on multiple podcasts probably, I do believe that we will get at least playoffs. I mean, I made a comment the other day saying that, you know, even if we don't get playoffs, at least we've not been relegated. That's the worst case scenario, getting relegated. Yeah. If we stay in League Two, it is what it is. At least we're not in National League. Because I can't... If the day comes where I see Bolton Wanderers playing in the National League, I will think that this is a simulation that's rigged. Like, because, I mean, Jesus Christ. Can you imagine? Bolton Wanderers. They've won the FA Cup.
Team.
Carry on.
A former Premier League team in close to the National League. It's like, what?
Although, to be fair, it would just complete it, wouldn't it, at that point? Because I think that's the next step. I think it will happen eventually. We might just work our way back up.
We've been in all divisions.
Mate. I mean, that would be some record to have, wouldn't it? You've played at least one season in every league.
But first team to do it.
Oh, God. I mean, realistically, I don't think it will happen, but I'm not writing it off. I am preparing myself just in case. Yeah. Let's go back to transfer. Wait, Exeter. Let's give score predictions, actually. Sack it. We may as well.
I'll wait first.
See, I don't know, because I haven't watched Exeter play. Usually I watch like a few highlights of the opposition's previous games to get a feel of how they play. I haven't done that with Exeter. So I'm just going to throw it out and say a 2-1 to Bolton.
That's exactly what I've gone. I've gone 2-1.
Because I don't know. Right, let's take it back to transfers. I assume you've got some more. If not, we can go on to...
I've got like 5 more.
5 more, Jesus. I mean, you've seen more rooms than I have.
Ched Evans, the ex-Fleetwood striker.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Please tell me you know who he is.
Nope. Not a clue.
That's it. That's him who had some serious allegations a few years ago.
Well, I mean, people were fuming that we signed Baptiste back because didn't he have a few scandals and whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I mean, I'll just clear that up, right? It is what it is. Like, stuff's happened, as long as he's not done anything, serious or illegal, then I feel like it's a bit better, Like, it might not be right, whatever the hell he's done, but I mean, then again, I don't even know what Baptiste did. I'm defending him. He could have murdered someone, and I'm defending him here. I don't know.
No, something to do with some like phone scandal. Something to do with that.
What? Do they have a blooming DMs leaked next to Jordy? Jeez.
No. Try and give money to a different country.
Fair enough. I mean, you see, that's not the most horrendous thing, is it? It could have been a lot worse. But yeah, I mean, as well, we may as well touch on it then. Everton or out? I know we've discussed this on the podcast. We've got a whole episode on it. I feel like it's a recurring theme, and I'm sick of it, to be quite honest. But you know what? We'll discuss it. I'm
sticking on my answer.
Yeah, same. I was going to say the same thing. I think, not even think, I know, because Sharon Britton herself has come out and said that Ian Evatt is here for the long term. So if Bolton fans can't get their heads around the fact that Ian Evatt isn't being sacked anytime soon, at least not this season, next season, you never know. Anything can happen, as we've said multiple times. But at least for this season, he's here throughout the whole season. So you may as well get used to it. Whether you like his tactics or not, I think he's doing a decent job. Because tactics-wise, playing attacking football, or at least this is what he wants to do. Players aren't necessarily doing it, but playing attacking football, pressing high like we did against Salford, I think we need to do that a lot more. And by no means am I saying that Ian Evatt's perfect, because evidently he isn't. But he's not horrendous. I mean, put it this way, he's already better than Keith Lee, in my opinion. Keith Hill, wrong one.
Oh.
I always do that.
Better than Keith Hill and Phil Parkinson.
I mean, yeah, and Parkinson, I don't know. I feel like he's got to prove himself a bit more yet for me. Because, I mean, Parkinson did keep us up in the Championship and get us promoted from League One. So, I feel like he's got to prove himself a little bit more. But if he gets a promotion this season,
he has been sacked from Sunderland.
Oh, yeah, he has, hasn't he? I forgot about that. Jeez.
Yep.
But, I mean, yeah. Also, as well, I think I mentioned this on the Once and Never Out podcast. Everyone, when we were playing Tranmere, was, making a funny meme about the onion stuff, because apparently you knew onions. I never saw it. Didn't have a clue what was going on. But that's fine. Like, have a bit of banter on that. But I've seen some fans actually slate Keith Hill for the job he did last season. I've said this before on a podcast. I said it on the Once and Never Out podcast. Like, I don't think, right? I've said it as well on this podcast. I would have liked to see Keith Hill in charge of a Bolton team that didn't have minus 12 points.
Yeah.
I think he would have done a decent job. Like, people are looking at him as if he's like this really bad manager and whatever. Like, yeah, okay, he's not great at the interview side of things. But, I mean, every single manager has got flaws. And every single manager at some point was probably bad in an interview. Get over it. Like, yeah, okay, he didn't criticise the team enough, which I'll admit that was a major issue. But, I do think tactics again as well, not the best, but I do think he would have been a decent manager had we not had that minus 12. I mean, look at some of the players he brought in for us. Yes, they were on loan, but I think they definitely helped us that season. Liam Bridcutt, Thibaut Verlinden, Daryl Murphy. They're just to name three. Like
Ethan Hamilton.
Ethan Hamilton as well. Absolute baller, that man. He's an absolute baller. But in debut game comes on, smacks the crossbar, bro. Like, yeah, like look at the players he brought in. Can you imagine like a player like Ethan Hamilton in the team now? He'd be
Eamon Crawford in the middle.
He'd be sick. I'd take him back any day, you know. Verlinden as well, any day. Darren Murphy probably not, but yeah, Darren Murphy scored a lot of goals, but I'm happy with Doyle and
Crawford.
In Crawford and
there's one main man I'd take back when his contract expires.
I wonder who this is.
You should know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Go on then.
Playing Mumbai by any chance?
Go on then. Yeah, he does.
Adam
I'd have him back
LaFondra.
all day long.
I mean, I would as well, for sure. Because, I mean, I actually don't think it's impossible. Again, though, I don't think it will happen. I mean, to be fair, all of our transfers this season have been free transfers if they've not been a loan. It just depends on his wage. Because I reckon his wage has gone up massively since he left us, for sure.
No.
I feel like it will have.
Don't think so.
Surely.
Maybe in Mumbai, but...
Yeah, I feel like, mate, Sydney, maybe when he left us, originally he'd probably stayed around the same number. But then, I think after, I don't know, because he did start to get, like, I started seeing, like, Australian news articles and whatever. He got a lot of publicity in Australia. So, I don't know.
Yeah, top scorer.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was top scorer 2 seasons in a row, right? Or have I read that wrong?
Yeah, he got 36 in 24 games. One
That's
season.
Mad. Adam LaFondra, come back, lad. Come on back. All want you.
We'll have you know. We'll have you know.
One other thing I actually did see as well, I mean, apparently this player has wanted to come back for a while. I don't know how true that is because I've never seen him say it. But Zach Clough, what do you reckon?
Oh, for God's sake. For God's sake.
Judging by that reaction, I don't think you want him back.
No, I don't.
But why?
He was too arrogant.
All right.
He was too arrogant.
He was younger when he was with us, wasn't he? He's a bit older now. He's probably matured. You would hope. I mean, I don't know, because apparently a lot of people were saying a few months ago before Everett came in, saying that apparently he's made it like no secret that he wants to come back. But I've never seen it, never really believed it. I mean, I'll be honest, I would take him just on the fact that, one, he's been here before, so he knows the club. I think that would help. Also, as well, he was all right when he was with us. You know, scored a few goals. He was pretty good. I'd take him back. You know, adds options as well. It'll be more competition. You know, imagine you've got Sars, Crawford. Why am I forgetting half the team? My brain's gone. But imagine, imagine Clough competing.
Conley.
Imagine Clough competing in that midfield to try and win a place. I reckon it'd be good, to be honest. I reckon it'd be quite, entertaining to see them fight for their position. But I'd take him back. Who else have you got on your little list?
I have Jackson Irvine of Hull City. It's not 100% linked, but I have seen a few speculations saying he wants to leave, and we've said, "Oh yeah, we'll think about it." Do you know what I mean? Like we'll think about the player. If not, don't go in. Something like that.
Again, I've not seen anything on that. The only two rumours I've seen is about Kieran Lee and Bishop. So I can't really comment on any of that, but yeah.
Do you want that, pods?
Yeah. I don't know. Again, he's a player I don't have a clue existed. So, I can't really comment too much. I will do research probably.
Right.
But yeah.
This is the big one I wanted to talk about. there's been discussions with he wants discussions with Premier League clubs in bringing prospects from the Category 1 academies.
So
he wants to bring prospects in.
It's like under 18s. He said this before, didn't he? He said he wanted under 18 signings and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it would be good, because the youth players are getting better and better every season, realistically. One prime example for us as a club, Dennis Politic, amazing. He came through the academy, went to wherever, come back, and he's a baller. And that's just recent years. I'm on about now. There's probably a youngster somewhere that's the next big thing, or could be the next big thing. Every day, I feel like a new superstar's coming out. It's all about the youth these days. You're going to start seeing, people like, let's say, Giroud. They're going to, obviously, they're already coming towards the end of the career, realistically. Players like that, players like that in the future might even be forced to retire sooner. Because they may struggle to find clubs. Because everyone's going to want young players.
Like Iniesta, he's still playing, but I think he's going to come to the end of his career either this season or maybe halfway through next season. Maybe.
Possibly. Who knows? But I don't know. Young players, it's one of them. It is a 50-50. It will split the footballing community because you'll have 50% of fans saying that they want, we want the next, Cristiano Ronaldo, in a youngster. Or you're going to have the ones that are the other 50% that are going to be we actually want a well-established player that's been around for a bit. It's look at United with Cavani. That's split United fans, 50-50.
Yeah.
So, again, Cavani was actually considering retirement, I'm pretty sure I saw, after he got released from PSG.
Yeah, he was considering retiring or going Portugal or to the Prem, and then he picked the Prem.
Yeah, so, I feel like players like that are going to start to maybe retire sooner because there's going to come a point where most teams are full of young players. It's already starting to happen.
Yeah.
More young players are coming in. People like Mbappe and stuff like that have sprung from pretty much nowhere. It's going to happen a lot more. So I think we've just got to get used to it. It goes back to that thing as well, when we were bringing in non-league players. I don't remember who we brought in that was non-league, but people like Thomason and stuff.
I think off the top of my head.
Yeah, people like Thomason. There was 50% of the Bolton fans complaining and being why are you bringing in National League players or non-league players? It's they're probably really good at that level and they want to test themselves in the Football League. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, in a high division.
Yeah, they want to test themselves and see what they're capable of. They want to push themselves so they can consistently play in a higher league, which I fully support because at the end of the day, like I said, it's going to happen at some point. It's going to be just teams full of youngsters. You're going to feel you're watching Sunday League, but high level.
A youngster, like I said, the eighth division of football is being said, I want to try my hardest in a different league. The only league that's turning down is Championship because they don't think he's fit enough for that league yet. So why? I'd say if he tries League 2, like say not us obviously, but say a different club and then try that. If not, maybe even a loan spell in that division for youngsters, and then go back. That'll bring options in to say, I might want to stay in this league or try a different league.
Yeah,
because Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, Jude Bellingham. I was going to bring up the more close to home thing of what's his face? Krellin. I forgot his name then. No disrespect. But Krellin. People were saying, he's a decent keeper. He wasn't great. But he
wasn't the best.
Yeah, he was a bit poopy to say the least. But yeah, it is what it is. It probably it could have been a whole load of reasons, but I don't know if it was because he got too comfortable or like he was like, oh, I'll just sign for Bolton Wanderers, you know. I don't know. I just think it just didn't work out. I don't think he was ready, to be honest. So I think maybe go back to Fleetwood, or maybe go out on loan, maybe go back to non-league, you know, not as like a disrespect to him, but like, you know, to actually develop more kind of. It also boosts his confidence because I think he did lose confidence. Like he just was not comfortable though. So, I mean, yeah, loan spells are going to help him in the long run. So, yeah, I reckon Krellin will be a very decent keeper at some point. He just needs to stick with it. Maybe go out on a few more loans, keep training, and he'll be fine, I reckon. Have you got anybody else on your list?
No. I don't.
I mean, yeah, so let's just quickly recap. Bishop or Kieran, what's his second name?
Lee.
Kieran Lee, right.
Lee.
So, Kieran Lee or Bishop, Nathan Bishop. One of them two, I think, will sign by the end of today. Or, again, Bolton could just absolutely finesse everybody and sign a completely different person that we've not been linked to yet. So, you never know.
No. Like, oh, yeah, here you go. We'll think of these two people.
Here's Jeff from non-league. Yeah. Here's Jeff.
Here you go. Here's someone from the Scottish League. Who are you?
Yeah,
not been linked to you.
Yeah, I think one of them will sign today. They're the most likely ones, especially if Kieran Lee's actually been training with us. I think that kind of adds to it. I think he probably will. That means he's trained with everyone. But yeah, I think that is a good place to wrap up. Thank you for watching, listening. Don't know where I was going with that, but thank you for watching and listening. Like I said, if you are on YouTube, then hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and yeah. And if you're on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, I don't even know if it's on Deezer, but sure. If you're on any of the podcast platforms, then do give us a rating. And yeah, this has been Aaron and Tyler from Bolton Fan TV. And January, like I said, all the podcast episodes, they're going to be now uploaded to YouTube. So you've got more ways
It's going to be a crazy one. It's going to be a crazy month.
I think we may even try and get some guests on, you know, more guests. By guests, I mean players, in case that wasn't clear.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll try. Don't bank on it, but we'll try. But yeah, like I said, thank you for watching and goodbye.